Can you tell us about all of that and how much more there's to be built?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the thing is when you're actually trying to solve a problem for a customer and actually doing the job, in our case of like what a young associate might do and do it really well, there are many layers of things you have to add in to actually get the job done. And by the time you like add that all up, you're not like a GPT wrapper, you're a full application that may include, in our case, proprietary data sets like the law itself and our annotations to the law that we added automatically. It may include connections into customer databases. In our case, in legal, they have these very specific legal specific document management systems. Um, so connecting into those is like very important. It may include something as subtle as like how well you OCR and like what OCR programs you use and how you set those up. When you're doing that task of, one of the tasks that the co-counsel does, for example, is reviewing large sets of documents. Once you start working with a lot of documents, you see like stuff like handwriting all over it, and they're like tilted in the scan. And there's this crazy thing that they do in law where they print 4 pages on one page to save like room, and all OCR is going to read it directly across, but actually goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so by the time you've dealt with like all of the edge cases, frankly, not even before you hit the large language model, like everything else up to the large language model, there might be dozens of things you built into your application to actually make it work and work well. And then you get to the prompting piece and writing out tests and very specific prompts and the strategy for how you break down, you know, a big problem into step by step by step kind of thinking, and how you feed in the information, how you format that information the right way. All of that also becomes like, your IP, and it's very hard to replicate, very hard to build, and therefore very hard to replicate.